Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that if you're returning. How you doing? I gotta put my other glasses on. It's terrible. You're getting old. No, you're not. So listen, grab your coffee, maybe a snack or two, and let's get into it. But before I do, because we're coming upon hurricane season, which starts June 1st, I just got off the phone with my guy, all right? He does lawn service and tree trimming, okay? If you're in the Tampa Bay area, I want you to get a hold of this guy, okay? He will do your, trim back your trees. He will cut down your trees, okay? Because you know as well as I do, when we're in hurricane season, the one thing that you want to have done is get your trees taken care of so they don't fall on your house, all right? He's going to be doing some work for me. His name is John. His last name is Grash, and that's G-R-A-T-S-C-H, okay? His phone number, if you want to write this down and you're in the Tampa Bay area, is area code 231-881-6908. He does landscaping and tree trimming, okay? So please get a hold of him and tell him that ABG sent you, all right? And he'll get it done for you. No questions asked, all right? He's an awesome guy. He's been taking care of me for about, say, a year and a half, and he is balls to the wall, awesome sauce, all right? He is one of us. He is trusted, all right? So when I tell you he's one of us, he's one of us, all right? So on to this. I know that my last video probably scared the pants off of a lot of you, but listen, you know me, all right? I'm not going to put it out there, unless I feel that it is pertinent, okay? So I want to, bring you guys some other news, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So, Maronami. Now, this picture was brought to me, and this is in Mexico, and it's stuck to the brim. She asked me, are you pissed off yet? You're damn straight I am. Look at this. Okay, so there's going to be a link in the description box below to a video, and she said, I was watching local Phoenix, Arizona news on YouTube. From our ABC affiliate, they came up, they're talking, unfortunately, all too briefly, about unexpected ways about gas prices and how they're affecting the valley that she lives in, all right? Now, the next thing is pest control. She said, listen to what this dude says. The company gas costs are $10,000, now up $3,000 over the last year. That's more than 40%. Holy pipeline, Batman. I know this doesn't seem like much at first glance, but I got to thinking, this is Arizona. Our pest problems are primarily now and primarily dealing with fairly frightening venomous creatures, scorpions, spiders, snakes. Yeah, believe me, I get it. We deal with it too. Snakes galore, man. I'll go outside and I'll be tending to my fruit trees, and there'll be a snake on the fence, and it's like, it makes you jump back. She said, our gas prices are also higher than the national average, but not as high as California. And Phoenix is much more populous than the rest of the country realizes. Is this why California isn't saying much about this yet? Could be. And she said, how about New York with their cat-sized cucarachas? I haven't heard that word in so long, cucarachas. And dog-sized rats. Hey, Florida, how's by you with the rats, the palmetto bugs, and the gators? Listen, I haven't seen many rats, all right, where I'm at. But palmetto bugs, those some bitches, they're roaches like this big, and they got wings. You want to talk about running scared for your life? Yeah. And then gators, when you can't even go into the post office because there was an alligator in the post office. You remember that story? I told you that story. Yeah. So maybe Arizona, Utah, Nevada, Texas, y'all want to weigh in here, she says. Is there an early detection system in the case? Maybe if it doesn't let up, what flavor of apocalyptic vermin horde are we going to be seeing in cooler weather states, and how soon? That was great. No kidding. So, stormy, but what? So on to this, okay? Oh my goodness gracious me. So there's this guy by the name of Charles Nenner, Nenner, all right? And he has something to say. Now, I'll leave the link in the description box below, like I always do, so you guys can have your resources, okay? And he says that this type of war is similar to World War II, but much, much bigger. And he said that the cycle work I do on wars starts at the Mandarin Empire 3,000 years before Jesus came into this world. And the long cycle only picks up the big wars, like Korea and Iraq. They don't even show up. So he says the big war cycle is up. And this is going to be a big war because the small ones, they don't even show up. So he is worried. And there is a Jewish prophet that once said, the last war is only going to take 8 minutes. Now, when I read this initially, I said, 8 minutes? How is that even possible? And then he goes on to say, nobody took this serious because how can a war only last 8 minutes? Now, we have an idea why a war can only take 8 minutes, he said. Things could calm down in the short term this summer. And then next year, full force again, and the whole thing is very dangerous. Now, how many casualties will those be in the next war? And he gave an estimate. And he said it's very interesting how you can calculate something like that. And it is the same way you can calculate a cycle in IBM. When you see IBM going down, you can get an upside price target, which we have. You can do the same thing on a war cycle. About 1/3 of the population is not going to survive in this world. All right. So more than 2.5 billion people are going to perish in the next World War. That is just around the corner. And he says, yeah, the numbers say if we have a world war, it's going to take out 1/3 of the population. There is a catastrophe going on in bonds. They lost their capital and are not going to get it back. And it's the same thing that happens in stock. My gosh, that's really scary when you think about it. My Lord. So, on to this. This comes from my favorite gal pal in the UK. And it's talking about monkeypox, speaking about monkeypox. You know, with June's newsletter that's going to be popping off any day now, I had a subscriber get a hold of me, and she is a licensed medical professional, and I am giving her a section of the newsletter. She is going to be putting a lot of your minds at ease when it comes to this, okay? So if you haven't signed up for the newsletter yet, and you just want to sign up for June's newsletter, and you're saying, but what, it's $500, listen to me. Listen to me. She's going to be putting your mind at ease when it comes to monkeys. Not my monkeys, not my circus, okay? Please believe me when I tell you, you're going to want June's newsletter. Okay? Please believe me. All right? She's working on it right now. She's one of the ones that her comments kept getting deleted. Why? Because she's right. All right, so on to this. It's my understanding from the articles I've read and sent to you that none of these cases are linked to each other, which begs the question again, how is this spreading? It seems like some sort of community transmission. I have a few more updates as of today from the UK news sources. All I know is that something very, very strange is going on here. I have been wondering if it has anything to do with the Rona okay? We are seeing the slow collapse of global supply chain, food shortages, skyrocketing inflation, and impending global food crisis, along with most countries having cost of living crisis. And all we need to know right now to top it all off is yet another global disease outbreak, but I'm guessing maybe it's part of the plan, just saying. It has been reported that as of today, the UK now has 20 cases in total, and the UK is also stocking up on smallpox as they are helpful, apparently, and so the link is in the description box below. And monkeypox has also now been reported in Belgium, France, Italy, and Sweden, as well as Spain and Portugal. And also Australia has reported their first case, which is a man who traveled back from the UK. And there is a second possible case of another man who recently traveled to Europe. Also, a Dr. Kluge, and that's Kluge, regional director for Europe, has said he is concerned the spread of the virus could speed up over the summer months as people gather for parties and festivals. So, okay, remember with the Rona and how it was all in its glory, and Tony Baloney, right? And he was saying, oh, don't go to the 4th of July barbecues. Oh, no, don't do that. History is repeating itself already, kids. So that link is in the description box below. And she said, they now confirm cases in the US and Canada. And she said, you know what? I don't like any of this at all, especially after they said how the cases are spreading is a mystery. Yeah, that's what they said before too. And now it's, you know, this is more social distancing and lockdown is coming up in the not so distant future, maybe. Yeah, I agree with you. You know, this is, you know, it's getting out of control. So on to this. I am going to be putting up some screenshots that were sent to me. Okay. And the first one says, I was called by an actively deployed Marine. Hoorah. Higher rank than boot. And he told me to get water, dehydrated foods, canned foods, ASAP. Said there is a threat of Chinese boots on the ground. So this just confirms earlier's video. Get your house in order, spread the word, and don't bother shooting the messenger. This ain't a drill. Prepare. And here's another one coming at you. In Canada, the National Center in Winnipeg confirmed it is monkeypox. All cases are located near the Canada-USA border at the Quebec-New York custom from people crossing illegally into Canada. Oh, so they're having a problem there too with illegal crossers. They are under close quarters now, but warning, they have been issued here. I agree, it is totally unusual. And here's another one coming at you. So far, the outbreak is only in NATO countries and NATO-friendly countries. Australia makes you think. Okay, so with the first photo that I showed you of a supermarket in Mexico with the full shelves of baby formula, well, here's something else for you. Okay, and this comes from Brett Bart. Okay, Brett Bart, Texas, dispatched local reporters to document the availability of baby formula in various Mexican cities, including several along the U.S. border. In the city of Piedras, and that's Piedras, Negras, and that's Negras, opposite of Eagle Pass, Texas, the Soriana supermarket is fully stocked for infant nutrition items. Son of a gun, is that the... That is. That's the infant formula we've been looking for that premature baby. You son of a gun. In Eagle Pass, Walmart aisles are empty. Yep. Bastards. In the border city of Matamoros, and that's Matamoros, just south of Brownsville, Texas, a Walmart supermarket, and also fully stocked. In the capital of the border state of Tamaulipas, Tamaulipas, Ciudad Victoria, and a Soriana supermarket presented a similar scene. Bastards. The Grandee supermarket in Ciudad Victoria had similar results. In Mexico City, a Walmart offered full shelves. Within the past week, the FDA announced that it would ease regulations to allow for importation of formula, and experts cautioned that shelves would not be stocked with the imported goods for more weeks to come. However, this is disturbing, man. I mean, you know, come on. All right, so that link will be in the description box below. You guys will be able to see all those pictures that are in that article. It's extremely I can't even it's disturbing. So here's something for you, okay? Homemade goat milk infant formula, okay? I was on goat milk when I was an infant, and that is what my mother told me because I was colicky. So I'm going to put this up there for you, okay? 1 tablespoon of goat milk powder. You can get goat milk powder. I've seen it on Amazon. Half teaspoon organic coconut oil, half teaspoon organic olive oil. Make sure you're using organic everything when it comes to doing this, okay? 1 tablespoon organic raw turbinado sugar, eighth of a teaspoon unsulfured black strep molasses, 1/8 teaspoon Primal Defense Kids probiotics, 1/4 teaspoon NutriStart multivitamin powder, 1 scoop of Capra colostrum powder, based on weight, Nordic Naturals Baby DHA. Here you go. And before I go, if you are a cat owner in Germany, yeah, authorities in the southwest German town of Waldorf have ordered some cat owners to keep their pets indoors until the end of August to protect a rare bird during its breeding season. And the decree is designed to help save the crested lark, which makes its nest on the ground and is therefore easy prey for the feline hunters. And the bird's population in Western Europe has declined sharply in recent decades. Authorities in Waldorf wrote that, among other things, the survival of the species depends on every single chick. And the decree, which applies to all cats in the southern part of the town and will be repeated for the coming 3 years, has reportedly prompted meows of anguish from pet owners. And regionally, was reported on Wednesday that the head of the local Animal Protection Association plans to take legal steps to challenge the decree. Please remain calm. I can assure you we'll do our best to stop this disproportionate measure. My. All right, guys, that's all for this video. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. And as always, fear less. Ciao.